Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm about to go for a run outside. Just thought I'd make a little video here. I was thinking about just, fibromyalgia and what all we have to go through on a day-to-day basis. And, uh, you know, it's interesting to just see other people go through their day-to-day lives and, just be upset about like the littlest things is always funny to me. And it's like, I have to fight every day of my life, for the past 13 years, to just get out of bed and make something happen with my life. I gotta fight 10 times harder to just do the simplest things like clean the kitchen or, you know, do some chores or whatever. It's just that much harder. And especially working out, I mean, it hurts just to pick up the weights. My hands burn, you know, uh, there's pain in my body. Um, it's not easy and it really sucks. And, I really try not to complain a lot and just do, you know, and, I think in the beginning maybe I did, and people get really turned off by that a lot. And I just didn't want to be that person that was like bringing that to the table all the time. And but then it's hard because nobody really appreciates you for that. It's like nobody uh, says that you did a great job because you got out of bed or that you did some normal things that they got to do that was easy, but for you it's like super hard, and to just have a normal good day, and then to have life on top of that, and just everything else, and try to manage work and all these different things. I mean, it's really difficult, and it's a challenge. Every day is a challenge. And sometimes it's hard to see out of that, especially if you have really bad brain fog. It's hard to see like through that cloud of having goals and what your day should look like and rising above that and being productive. I struggle with that, and sometimes I just get so far away from it. It's like then I'm just like stuck in a cloud for weeks, or months, or even years, and then you like wake up one day and you kind of snap out of it, and it's like you get your footing a little bit, and then something else kind of wipes you out. So it's very frustrating, difficult to deal with. Um, as far as like making some headway, my best advice is just you got to do the best that you can, you know, and no matter what, I think one of the best ways to describe fibromyalgia kind of dark ways. Just imagine all your pain receptors are going off at the same time. When I first got fibromyalgia, it was like somebody ripped all my skin off and set me on fire. I mean, everything was burning, and I couldn't stand to be touched. Somebody touched me, it just felt like all my nerves just went off, like all my pain sensors. And it's like the worst pain you've ever felt in your life times 1,000. And then imagine that continues forever, every day, every night for the rest of your life. Yeah, and that's what it feels like. And most people can't even comprehend, that level of pain. I think I remember when I first had it and I was just like touching my two fingers together, and the pain, the sensors were just going crazy. And it felt like I put my hand on a hot stove, and it was just so painful, like unbelievably. And I just was kind of laughing a little bit because it was so unreal. It didn't make any sense to me that this could be that painful. And you know, you have to try to come to deal with that, and put it in your reality. It's very shocking. And I've broken bones before, and I've had definitely injuries and things like this, but it was by far the most painful thing. I mean, it's just that. It's just your neurological system is going haywire, and it's setting off all these signals all the time. Just like if you, you know, uh, burned your hand or smashed your hand with a hammer or broke your arm, and it's just like those all those pain sensors that you normally feel for uh, certain things, like there's different levels, like if you just pricked your finger or if you broke your arm, but it's like that all that level is from 0 to, let's say there's 0 to 10, like 0 being you pricked your finger, and 10 is like breaking your arm or something like that. All that's blasted through. All those nerves are just firing all the time, like to their like max, beyond 10, because it's just like the most you can get, the most pain you can get out of your body, and it's brutal. It's not easy to deal with, and you got to deal with it day and night, and that's why a lot of people have sleeping problems and all these different stuff, and how are you going to deal with that, and how are you going to mentally deal with it, because after a while you just, after years and years of dealing with that, you have to find certain methods of coping with it, whether it be medications or you know, cognitive behavior or whatever, is a big thing. So, I mean, for me, it's been, doing a lot of alternative therapies and things like that. Definitely helped. My pain is subsided a lot. I still do have pain and problems, but it's definitely not as bad as it was at one point. I try to stay away from painkillers. I do take Advil every now and again, things like that, but just the hardcore narcotics. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that uses those, and I recommend it. If you need it, then use it. That's what it's there for. But I just felt like, for me personally, it was going to take me down a bad path, because I had dealt with drug addiction and alcoholism in the past, so it just wasn't an option for me. Um, so I guess today I just kind of wanted to, that was just on my mind, and it was just something that was in the forefront of my mind, and I wanted to kind of go over, just what it's like to deal with it day in and day out, and um, that that it's okay if nobody understands. It's okay if nobody congratulates you or appreciates what you have to do. Um, you're a hero. You're appreciated from other people in the community, and that's what matters. And what it takes. You know that you're tough and you're strong and you have the grit to deal with something like this on a day-to-day basis, and you just have to focus on all those positive things. I know it's hard, like you wake up, you're in pain, you don't feel good, you have fibro fog, those things, can really, like, it's hard because you just wake up with all that stuff on your chest, and it's like, uh, how can you meet the day with that, you don't, a lot of times, I wake up and I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to see anybody, I don't want to be around anybody, but I got to go right to work, um, and put on a smile, for people, and it's not easy. I know you guys know what that's like, uh, you know, but you just have to focus on what's good in life, and try to fill your mind with positive thoughts, and listening to CDs or reading books, or all things that watching funny movies, things like that. All these tools, because what you're trying to support a structure, right? And if you have a weekend structure, you have to put all these cables and support beams up to hold it up. And those are going to be your supports. Is just the good friends, and good positive CDs or music, and uh, what you watch is very important too. Try to stay away from violent movies. Anything just funny is good. Because it releases those chemicals, and that some people are not really susceptible to that. They can go watch a horror movie, or violence or any of this stuff, but that's fine for them. But when you have some kind of chronic illness, things are more, things are more, uh, you're more susceptible to those types of stimulus, So it's important to just try to fill your cup with good things. So, anyways, stop preaching. That's all I got for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Leave any kind of questions or comments at the bottom. And if you guys want me to talk about anything, just let me know. Thanks. Have a good day.